Yeah, imagine this. Demand for crucial talent jumps 67% in just 1 year. And some companies, they're throwing around like $300 million packages over 4 years. This isn't just hiring, right? It's this huge battle for tech supremacy, and it's changing everything. Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take all your sources, the articles, the research, your notes, and we pull out the absolute key insights for you. Think of it as your personal shortcut. Yeah, a shortcut to being really well informed, custom made. So today we are diving headfirst into this intense battle for AI talent. It's pretty unprecedented. We'll unpack who's winning, who's maybe losing out, and what this all means for the future. It's all based on the great research you went over. All right, let's get into it. But hey, first, quick thing, if you're finding these deep dives useful, if you like getting these shortcuts, please take just a second, hit subscribe, maybe like this deep dive, share it with someone. Your support, honestly, really helps us keep digging into this stuff for you.
Yeah, and the source material we have today it's really fascinating. It just underscores how vital it is to get your head around this dynamic. If you're curious at all about where tech and work are heading, well, this is essential. The stakes are just incredibly high.
Absolutely. Let's set the scene with some numbers because honestly, this talent gap, it's more than a shortage. It feels like a full-blown crisis. Globally, demand for AI talent, it's exploded.
Yeah.
67% year over year. That's staggering.
It really is. And what's striking is just the sheer scale. You've got over 200,000 AI machine learning jobs posted worldwide right now in 2025. But, and this is the kicker, 74% of employers, they're openly saying they struggle to find people with the right AI skills. It's a fundamental disconnect.
Right, and that struggle hits the bottom line. Companies that do manage to get AI talent, they're paying about 25% more. And here's something really telling. The average time it takes to actually fill one of these AI jobs, 142 days.
Wow.
That's almost 5 months. Just think about what that delay means for innovation, for staying ahead.
Exactly. 142 days isn't just, an HR problem. It's a major break on how fast a company can move, how fast it can innovate. And when you look at the bigger picture, like 4.2 million AI positions globally unfilled and only maybe 320,000 qualified developers available, it means barely half, like 49% of the demand is actually being met. This is driving some seriously aggressive moves out there.
Because speaking of aggressive moves, let's talk winners. Who's actually succeeding in this talent war?
Mm-hmm.
Leading the charge, maybe controversially, is Meta.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources call it their aggressive superintelligence strategy. Mark Zuckerberg himself is apparently leading recruitment. They've set up these superintelligence labs to chase AGI, artificial general intelligence.
It's pretty wild to see a CEO that involved in hiring, but yeah, it shows you how serious Meta is. Their goal isn't just AI, it's superintelligence. So getting the absolute top minds, folks like Alexander Wang, Nat Friedman leading those labs, it's everything. And those numbers we hear, the $100 million signing bonuses, $300 million packages over 4 years, our sources suggest they're real. It just shows the insane value they're putting on that very specific top-tier expertise.
And it seems to be working, right? They've poached, over 10 researchers from OpenAI, even nabbed an entire office in Zurich. Plus, they dropped a huge $14.3 billion investment into Scale AI. They're all in. So, okay, shifting gears a bit. NVIDIA. They're taking a different approach, more talent intelligence.
Yeah.
They have this amazing 80% retention rate for employees who've been there at least 2 years.
Yeah.
That's really high for tech.
It is. And if you connect the dots, NVIDIA played the long game with GPUs, right? They bet big on graphics processing units decades ago. That foundational investment positioned them perfectly. They built this deep expertise, this culture around the very hardware AI relies on. So high retention, it's not just luck.
Makes sense. Then there's Amazon. Their approach seems more systematic, building talent from the ground up. They've got this AI-ready initiative. The goal is to train 2 million people globally by 2025. That includes $12 million in scholarships for generative AI through AWS, plus certifications, training, partnerships with universities. It's massive scale. And Microsoft, they're fascinating. A real dual strategy. They cut, 15,000 jobs, but at the same time, they're pouring $80 billion into AI infrastructure. And get this, AI skills training is now mandatory for all employees. Using AI is even becoming part of performance reviews. Plus, they have recruiters focused only on their Microsoft AI division.
Yeah, that Microsoft strategy is really something. It's like they're completely rewiring the entire company around AI, even if it means some, difficult cuts. It's not just about hiring, it's about transforming who they are, making AI central.
Okay, so let's look at the flip side, the casualties in this talent war. Who's struggling? Well, smaller startups, obviously. They just can't match those multi-million-dollar offers. They have to rely on selling the mission, the vision, rather than the paycheck. And yeah, hiring AI engineers, product teams, It's tough for them.
And that raises a big question, right? How do the big, established, maybe more traditional companies adapt? How do they retool? We saw Intel laying off 20% in a factory workforce, IBM replacing, 8,000 HR roles with AI. It's pretty clear. If you don't have a strong, forward-looking AI strategy, you're going to lose talent. You risk becoming irrelevant.
And maybe the most vulnerable player, surprisingly, seems to be OpenAI itself. Meta poaching over 10 of their top people.
Yeah.
Their chief research officer actually said it felt like someone has broken into our home. That's intense. They even did a week-long shutdown, partly, it seems, to stop the bleeding. And they're trying these creative recognition strategies to keep people.
It really shows how fragile even the leaders can be in this environment. I mean, if OpenAI, the company at the absolute forefront, is struggling to hold on to talent against these huge financial offers, it just highlights how extreme this war is.
Academia's feeling it too. That brain drain is real.
Yeah.
Universities losing top minds to industry. Think about this. Just a couple years ago, 60% of major AI models came from universities. Now, it's 90% from industry.
Yeah.
They just can't compete on salary.
And it's crucial to remember this isn't just a tech sector thing. It's hitting everywhere. Finance. 94% report critical AI talent gaps. Healthcare. 89% facing implementation delays because they lack the people. Manufacturing, e-commerce, it's showing a fundamental challenge right across the global economy. It's not just Silicon Valley anymore.
So where's all this talent? Let's talk geography, the
Yeah.
battlegrounds. If you look at AI talent as a percentage of the workforce, Israel's actually leading, almost 2%. Then Singapore, Luxembourg, Estonia, Switzerland, smaller, agile countries seem to be concentrating talent.
Right. It shows you these key hubs emerging, but it also hints at the geopolitics, the race for each country to grow its own talent pool. These smaller nations are clearly making it a priority.
But in terms of pure numbers, sheer volume, the U.S. is still way out front, 2.43 million AI professionals, growing 35%. India's right behind, 2.35 million, but with even faster growth, 55%. That's huge. China obviously has a massive pool too, lots of government support. And interestingly, Brazil is surging, up 68% in AI professionals, fastest growth in the top 10.
So yeah, the map is complex. You have these highly concentrated hubs, but the sheer scale in the US, India, China, that shows the global arms race aspect. It really highlights how important it is to both grow talent at home and attract it from abroad.
And the flip side, again, who's losing geographically? Some older tech hubs that aren't AI-focused seem to be declining. Non-English-speaking markets, they sometimes struggle to attract global talent. And countries with tight immigration policies, they're definitely losing out on international AI stars.
Okay.
The part everyone asks about, the money, the salary arms race. AI engineer pay has just gone stratospheric. Back in August 2022, average was maybe $231,000. Fast forward to March 2024, over $300,000. A nearly 30% jump in, 18 months?
The numbers are just incredible. They really tell you how much value is being placed on this very specific, very rare knowledge. It's not just knowing stuff. It's the depth, the uniqueness of that AI expertise. I mean, think about it. A top AI researcher can now earn more than many traditional C-suite execs. That's a massive shift in what the market values.
And the ranges are wild. Entry level, $100 to $200. Mid-level, maybe $200K up to $500,000. Senior level, you're looking at $500,000 to maybe $2 million.
Yeah.
And those absolute top-tier researchers, the ones Meta's chasing, we're talking $3 million to $10 million a year.
Yeah. Mind-boggling. And the geographic differences are stark, too. U.S. average around 147K, Switzerland similar. But then you look at India, average maybe 12K to 44K equivalent. That huge gap. It's obviously fueling a lot of global talent movement, people chasing those bigger opportunities.
So what skills do you actually need to command that kind of salary? What's in demand? Well, technical skills, Python programming is still king, highest demand. Machine learning frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, NLP, natural language processing, how computers understand us, computer vision, and MLOps, that's the engineering side, getting models working reliably in the real world. And then there are these emerging specializations that are just exploding. Generative AI, the demand versus supply is like 10 to 1. It's crazy. AI safety and ethics are becoming huge. Multimodal AI, handling images, video, voice together, and AI agents. Automation, that seems to be the fastest growing slice right now.
And this brings up a really important point, maybe for you listening. What does this mean for your career? Or if you're a company, how do you retrain people? The skills needed are changing so fast. Specializing in these hot areas, that could be a huge advantage.
Which leads us to something kind of surprising, almost paradoxical, the layoff paradox. AI is creating demand, yes, but it's also displacing jobs, and seems to be hitting new graduates really hard. Hiring for new grads is down 50% since 2019. In big tech, they're only 7% of new hires now.
It's tough out there for new entrants. Companies clearly want proven, experienced AI people, not fresh grads. And a lot of those traditional entry-level jobs, they're just being automated away by AI. The path into tech is definitely shifting.
The stats on AI-driven layoffs are pretty stark. In 2025, something like 507 tech workers losing their jobs daily to AI. 94,000 tech layoffs just in the first half of 2025. We mentioned Microsoft cutting 15,000 despite investing billions in AI. IBM swapping 8,000 HR roles for AI.
Yeah, and it's interesting which roles are getting hit hardest. A lot of HR admin tasks, customer support replaced by chatbots, content creation with AI writing tools, basic data analysis, even some middle management as AI allows for flatter structures. It seems to be shifting towards roles needing more strategic thinking, less repetitive work.
Okay, let's zoom out. What are the bigger future implications here? What's really at stake in this talent war? Well, ultimately, it's about technological supremacy, isn't it? Who gets to AGI first? Who controls the core AI infrastructure, the platforms? Who sets the global rules? Who dominates the AI economy?
And geopolitically, the consequences are huge. You mentioned Meta's recruits 8 out of 12 from their superintelligence labs being of Chinese origin. That highlights China's talent pool, but also why they need to develop homegrown talent, reduce dependency. Meanwhile, the U.S. is doing this tricky balancing act, needing top global talent versus national security concerns. And that brain drain from China to the U.S. continues. It's complex.
And the impact on society, it's massive. We're talking maybe 25% of global jobs potentially disrupted by AI. 41% of employers are already planning to reduce their workforce because of AI. That points to a massive need for reskilling, right? And this growing gap, this inequality between people with AI skills and those without.
Exactly. This isn't just about which company wins. It's about who shapes the future of our technology, potentially our species. The stakes really couldn't be higher. It touches everything from national security down to your individual job prospects.
So what can actually be done? Based on research, what are the strategic moves? For companies, maybe focus more on upskilling your current employees, not just chasing external stars. Develop a clear AI mission, something that attracts people who care, not just about the salary. Partner with universities. Offer things beyond cash, like equity, research freedom. Build a genuinely innovative culture.
And for professionals, for you listening, think of this as a career survival guide. Get AI skills. Now, 87% of hiring managers prioritize AI experience. Focus on the foundations: Python, machine learning, data science, then specialized generative AI, AI agents, whatever excites you and is in demand. Build a portfolio. Show what you can do. Network like crazy. Go to events. Be visible.
And for governments, policy is key. Invest heavily in AI education, all levels. Make immigration easier for top AI talent. Support research outside of just corporations and universities, public institutions. Critically, create programs to help workers who are displaced by AI. Reskilling is vital. And ensure AI develops ethically, with sensible regulation. So, to wrap up this AI talent war, it's way bigger than just hiring. It's shaking up the entire global tech landscape. Meta's aggressive moves, NVIDIA's long game, those insane salaries, it all signals this massive talent shift. The key takeaway for you: AI skills aren't a nice to have anymore. They're becoming essential for career survival. And the company's betting big on AI talent now. They're likely the ones who will lead innovation for the next decade.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. Looking at this AI-driven future, what's the single biggest change you might need to make? Personally or professionally, how are you going to adapt and hopefully thrive in this new era?
Yeah, great question. And speaking of adapting and thriving, if this deep dive helped you make sense of it all, if you want to keep getting smarter, faster, we'd honestly be thrilled if you'd consider supporting us. It's simple. Hit subscribe, give it a quick like, maybe share it with one person you think would value this shortcut to being informed. It genuinely makes a huge difference. We put a lot of work into researching this, pulling out those aha moments, boiling it down so you get the crucial stuff without drowning in information. Your support lets us keep doing this, exploring these big topics, and bringing the key insights straight to you. So thank you. Thanks for joining us on this really incredible journey of discovery.